Hey collectives, Grand Rising. Anyways, it's 5:34 and rising, and I wanted to share this. This has been on my mind a little bit this morning. I just woke up about maybe an hour ago. Anyways, sort of reflecting back when my ex was involved in hindering me and calling places on me and shit like that, and women wanting attacking me and shit like that. And then I remember, remember, she's not a family member, but anyways, for the sake of this message, my ex used to speak with this girl named Neelum, right? I guess she's like Indian descent or something like that. And it reminds you of the masculine, or Ellis. I'm gonna say his name. Ellis has a big family of different, multiple, racial backgrounds. White, black, whatever it is. Hispanic, Asian, whatever, because so it's interracial family, African American, whatever. And I was doing my my homework and my research, and I found there's a Neelum and his family, whether they're related, some sort, they're somehow connected. So I was sort of thinking, because he was so interested in me and Wilmiawani, and he had all these clothes on, jacket and shit like that. And then for him to betray me and break into my apartment and shit like that, I know he did it. I know he did it. Because, long story, when I took my son on a field trip, I think it was in 7th grade, if not, when like 3 hours out of town, or at school, and I had to turn my phone off, and he kept calling me. Well, I turned my phone back on, I had a missed call, I called back, he wouldn't answer. Same thing with Eric, Eric Steele, same thing. I turned my phone off, turned back on, he called me, I could see where my location was. Next thing I know, I come back home, my apartment felt different, like you feel a weird vibe, and then I heard this buzzing noise, like in my couch. And I remember he texted me, said, "Oh, Fatima, did you find a phone? Was my phone in your car?" Shit like that. And the next thing you know, this so-called murder happened in his apartment, And so, and the sheriffs were blocking my camera. It was a bunch of shit. So that's how I knew something was up. So anyways, so I started thinking about this Neelum chick. I never met her. And then he used to work at Select, it's a temporary agency. Back then had Packer Bill at the Army Depot back in the day, right? And he's using his brother's identification. And so Neelum knew him as Philip. So it's like, my ex. And so I'm like, okay. So then I started thinking, what if my ex, the Nigerian, who was in connection with Neelum for all these years, and then got involved with Ellis, they're watching my videos and shit like that, my child support videos, and came to me. It was everywhere, around nationwide. Everybody knew about it. I didn't care. And that's when it all started, I believe. I'm just thinking on a hunch. Because this Neelum, she married, I think, a Nigerian of some sort, some African, some black dude. And I think they're from Fiji, if not here. She's not really like Indian. She's Indian, but like Americanized, And I think she married a Nigerian guy. So the connection, I think, is very strong, because he started this shit that I can recollect from the late 90s, because I went through his petition for immigration, and ever since then he was mad, and that's what he did to my kids too, So I'm thinking that's probably what it is, And now they're trying to hinder me now, financially. Now I gotta find a way. I know there's a way. There's a way. But then, like I said before, he went to my daughter's, I guess, party, some sort with his oldest son. Whatever, his son. And my mom was there, my sister was there, and I believe they discussed my mom's life insurance policy. And I think that's a connection with Wilmiawani, because somebody told me that she said stop calling her at work, because my mom had passed, and then all of a sudden they're hiding the will, they're hiding this, they're hiding that. My ex has, he's close to Wilmiawani because they used to be an item back in the 90s, as I was informed. and when she was an attorney. So it's like the connection's so real, so tough, and I believe that's probably why the masculine knows so much about what was supposed to be for me, and then also too, because my brother, he doesn't secure documents or anything, and I think that's probably why they try to broke into my apartment. Granted, it could be the FBI. Excuse me. It could be the FBI in the sense of putting microphone. Well, not really. You know, maybe so, but not really. Because my brother was into fraud and identity theft. But they probably wondered because it was getting aid. And it wasn't enough to sustain. But, you know, I'm very frugal and my penny pincher. And they probably spread rumors. Oh, yeah, she didn't drugs and this and that. That's probably why she did that and the other. You know, to put the radar or the focus on me instead of them. You know what I mean? And so, but other things when they break into my apartment, my sister, and, you know, because she said some things that she shouldn't even know about. You know, my younger brother and my oldest brother. I mean, I keep saying my oldest. I'm the oldest, but, you know, the ones under me is currently incarcerated, allegedly. And, you know, all this harassment and stalking and John Stewart Mills, you know, the one from the other properties that was stalking me and hacking my information and my website and shit like that. So it's like, you know, I was like, who was doing this shit? So now I'm connecting the dots. Yeah. And he always wanted to know where I live. They were always stalking me. Some Africans were following me around. My ex from high school and the Nigerian ex, the one I got married to, they work at the same place, Sacramento Mental Health Hospital, and his wife. And for what I was told, you know, my ex was taking people's information, the patient's information, you know, like their date of birth, their name, all kind of shit, you know. So, and that's allegedly. So, it's a bunch of mess. Now I see the light. And I wanted to say it earlier, but I just, you know, I was trying to put it together because, you know, I ramble on. Because I have so much to show and to say. It's not enough. I don't want to bore people because, you know, I mean, granted, and if anybody listening or the investigators, I know there was one investigator who was stalking me, the Oppenheimer or something like that. There's a woman private investigating group, and they have a lot of OIGs, attorneys, they're kind of green on her team, the Office of Inspector General. Now, my thing is, my mail was intercepted several times, so why don't they investigate that? My mail was intercepted going to Washington, D.C. Why don't they investigate that? No, because they want to take the focus off of them, because they want to get what was destined for me. It doesn't matter what they think, how they think, what I don't deserve, what I do deserve. It's not your place to say. If the person felt this belongs to such and such, it belongs to that person. So who are you to forfeit that? You know, and I don't know why the courts were stalling. I remember to go see my brother at the jail, you know, the ones under me, you know, and I asked him, where's the will? It's recorded in there. I said, well, where's the will? He said, oh, I don't know. She didn't send it to the court. So when he said that, I started, you know, reflecting, and I'm like, why would he say she didn't send it to the court? Because it was already in the courts already. That's my opinion. So he already knew. You know, he had his janky-ass friends, possibly his first wife, or baby mama, I call her, took my mom's documents. Who was she to do that? I wish her bad luck. I wish her bad luck. She had no right to take my mom's documents. And even these other so-called tramp-ass friends, you know? These are low lives. If you see them, you wouldn't even associate yourself with them people. That's why I said, oh, she's intelligent, she's this, she's that. I was ever raised in a type of environment. I mean, you know, there's a place and time for everything, you know? That's why when I go to these forums and public meetings and I say my piece and my opinions about certain things, you know, I change my vocabulary up too at times, you know, because you know, you gotta, you know, step out and show them, as Kendrick Lamar says, and they're like, wow, you speak so beautifully, and what's your formal education? I'm like, I was offended, you know, because, you know, these niggers in Rhode Island, you know, they want to fight you, and you can't reason those people. You can't, if something happens, or a mistake, or occur, or a kid, this and that, you can't go to them and say, hi, my name is such and such, and I understand this and the other, and, you know, I apologize, or whatever, to squash the beef. The motherfuckers want to fight you. They hide. They want to show out, videotape it. They're ignorant. That's what they're used to in that community. They're used to people like that. That's when they saw me. They said, "Oh yeah, she's shy. She don't do this. She do that. She's scary." No, I'm not scared. I mean, I could have did it, but the plan was to get me out sooner. You know, because when the hospital called and I got assaulted, the sheriff's department had a nerve to talk about, oh, it was mutual. No, it was not mutual. They were all involved, I'm going to tell you. You know, even the property manager, the regional manager used to be in the back seat or the front seat of the sheriff deputy's car. Those little SUVs circling around the parking lot, putting off a gun or something. Well, it could have been a cap gun or whatever it was late at night. Because they knew I was up. You know, trying to scare somebody. People are dirty. I'm trying to tell you that this the place is like a terrorist community, and even the homeless knew my information. They told me, you're gonna get evicted. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, how do you know? This guy pushing baskets and looking for bottles and cans. That's how deep it is. They hire, like Ron Smith, he hires those people to do the dirty deeds. They make keys in the parking lot. I'm trying to tell you what they do. But now, when I can go by around there, it's quiet. Like nothing happened. You know? You barely see anybody walking on the street. They scared. They know what they did. Like, cause I'm not the only tenant that wants this, but this part of it, you know, I believe my ex and Neelum and Ellis, they're all involved. I'm thinking of Elena. It was a Jerome place, which is part of, you know, the Bridges or the Reliant Properties, whatever they call it. But, you know, you have Matthew Brooks. He's part of it too. He was in the shelter. He was even homeless. That's the thing. How many people did a background check and went there? I did. Some people didn't do no background check. Some people were ex-felons from prison in there with these kids, giving kids drugs, shit like that. Come on now, please. It's all connected. You know, and I'm fucking sick and tired because, you know, you guys were right. You guys said they're playing games and they're gonna, you know, financially exhaust me, and that's what they're doing right now. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So if you can donate, please donate to my Cash App. Do me 916. DUEME 916. You know, these people are jealous, and these people don't even own no properties because they were given what's that place? The senator, the Neelum car dealership. Now all of a sudden, all people getting brand new cars. They were getting Volkswagens, whatever it is, or Volvos. That's what it is. What's it called? Jaguars. The latest models. They get all kind of shit, doing dirty deeds. I'm trying to tell you. And then John L. Sullivan was the one who's contracted to do the surveillance thing. And the guy said, it's not the same John L. Sullivan. I said, well, I got the contract. It says John L. Sullivan. And somebody told me don't take my car to none of his car dealerships. It was in Roseville. I took it to Dodge because I wanted to get my car checked out because I had a warranty. And then the people who I had a warranty from said, don't take it to a dealership. They're trying to tell me something. And they probably put a tracking device in my car, like a second one. Next thing I know, I didn't know, but John L. Sullivan owns that too. And that's why he went to bankruptcy, put it to my other's name, you know, because they're all connected. I'm trying to tell you, you know, when I get kind of settled with my bills and shit like that this month, I'm going to try, can't promise, I'm going to try to upload that contract. And you're going to see what I'm talking about. You know, I ain't no fucking dummy. So that's why they spread rumors, oh, she worked for the police. Well, how can I work for the police and you guys work for the police? You know, the high patrol guy who was so upset with me, I bet the stop sign, he gave me that dirty look like, you bitch. But yet they be at late at night, 1, 2 in the morning, talking to the neighbor upstairs. They come downstairs and talk to the high patrol. They're all involved. You know, even when they're so-called on my internet. You know, trying to buy phones on my name, all kind of shit. And through AT&T, that's what I'm lost to now. I haven't made it up to the president of AT&T. He probably stressed the fuck out. Same thing I said, now is a breach of contract. Everything I said on my paperwork, breach of contract. Everything. I'm pretty sure you saw it on Facebook, on, you know, whatever advertisement they have online. Same thing I've said. This was like a couple years back. Yep. and they were all involved. I remember before AT&T, the guy said, don't call the corporate, just call me, here's my card. Because it was a third party AT&T people. What's that name? Anyway, they're the ones who were manipulating the phone lines. Got a picture of that too. But no attorney wanted to take it because, I mean, one attorney did, but I had no money. And he seemed pretty good. He's in the same frequency as I am. He's a very good guy. And I get it. You know, you need your money to make copies like that. But, you know, right now I can't trust nobody. It's like, fuck, like, what do you do? You know? And and then some of them are over a guy that don't take care of himself. Well, because he got something between his legs, so what? And he ain't taking care of you. He using your car to go see the next woman, lie to you about going here. And, you know, I repeat game already. Sleep with this one, that one. Hell no. He told me some stories. I mean, that part he's kind of honest. He tell you know, it's up to you to decide we're gonna fuck with him and fuck with him not. You know what I'm saying? And these young, immature, insecure, I don't call them women, because that's not how women behaves. You know, you move on, chuck that shit up to the game and move on. You know, from pillar to pole. You know, fuck with this one, that one, don't brush their mouth, don't take care of themselves, don't like themselves, because if that's the case, they won't allow themselves to get an STD, fuck with prostitutes, shit like that. Who does that? And when they hide, anything goes. We know that. Oh my God. So yeah, that Indian chick, I remember when she sees my ex, she smile and he happy. I'm like, who is she? Oh, that's Neelum. And I remember before I introduced him to my mom, it was like back in 96, and my mom asked him some questions. She knew she people game. She was looking at him, and she was asking him questions. My mom lived in fucking Power Inn at that time, which is far from any buses. There was no buses out in the area, none of that. And he hops up and leaves at my mom's house. He walks all the way to 47th Avenue. I said, how'd you get here so fast? I was so mad at him. And he said, oh, Neelum picked me up. And I said, I want to know who this bitch is. I never met her until I went online. I said, okay, let me see something. Turns out she's connected to well, I don't know if it's the same person, but for namesake, connected to Ellis and his aunts, and she changed her last name online. You know, he got cousins. You know, they're all mixed up. You mean to say that it's all different nationalities? It's a rainbow coalition. I'm trying to tell you what I know. So you never know who's connected to who. But you know, there's one guy. He was so, you know, I don't want to talk to him anymore. But he won't talk to me because I kind of got upset. I mean, he was telling me a lot of things. You know, and I wish I would have cut him off. But I was so frustrated. I was, you know, left, right. I was going through it. But I'm only one person, and all these fucking lowlifes are after me. Even the state and employees, the county employees. And right now, they had stopped my what's it called? The CalFresh, which is food stamps. And they said, oh, it's been taken care of. They still didn't give me no CalFresh. So then I got CalWorks, which is the money part. I gotta take that and buy groceries and whatever. They're playing games. And then they say, no, I didn't submit this, that, and the other, which I did. Verbally, which is recorded, and personally. So they're playing games. They're mad or upset, but it's okay. It's all right. You know, I'm not gonna react. I never do anyway, because I already knew it was gonna happen. Because you guys told me anyway. You know, indirectly. But they want to see me. If they want to get me off the system, like I told you, because there's something in the system will trigger. Like if like I said, if the IRS contacts them or whatever address they use for me by time with my mail, and they say, okay, well, Fatima's getting monthly payments, you have to pay taxes on it for how many years? Da 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 da. That's why my name was all over the United States. So I'm saying 79 years old and 50 years old when I was like 30 something. You know, they have different date of births. This happened in the 7 years I've been at North Islands. I got the paperwork anyway. And so that red flag pops up. They're like, okay, well, you're getting aid. How can you be getting aid, but you're supposed to get monthly payments every month for this, that, and the other? This is all alleged because I don't have any proof, really. I have speculation because, you know, everybody's stalking me, harassing me. Somebody had contacted me and said I should go underground. or whatever off the grid. For what? Why? Off the grid for what? You know? They already know